Each year, nearly 20,000 people can benefit from a bone marrow transplant or an umbilical cord blood transplant. At least 3,000 people die each year for lack of a match. And I got this information from bloodcell.transplant.gov. Before I continue, these are some sources that I use to further my understanding and to hopefully further your understanding of my topic. And this is what I want to talk to you today about. My main point is going to be what is Be the Match as an organization. My main point number 2 is what others say about Be the Match, and this is things like testimonies and just personal connections people have to this organization. And my main point 3 is going to be what Match does to get its support from people and how they continue helping people. So every 3 minutes, one person is diagnosed with blood cancer. Every 10 minutes, someone dies from blood cancer. I got this from bethematch.org. So what is Be the Match? Be the Match is a nonprofit organization operated by the National Marrow Donor Program that is geared towards helping patients receive the umbilical cord blood they need and the bone marrow transplants they need when they need it. So Be the Match is geared towards having data and patients readily available to donate, and ideally they don't want any wait time. So a patient using Be the Match is currently estimated to match with a donor ranging from 66% to 97%. This number depends solely on ethnic background, and the only way to grow this percentage is by more donors being part of Be the Match registry. So Be the Match is not only a bone marrow registry, but it is also a nonprofit that is interested in collecting money to help others with the financial struggles that they might face during cancer, or to affect families, or that affects families when they cannot find a match. So just to sum up, Be the Match is a nonprofit organization, it's a bone marrow registry, and it's an organization that is dedicated to raising funds to help families affected by this cancer. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. And I got this from Goodreads.com. I just really felt that this was a good quote that described how Be the Match helps people. So this is what others say about Be the Match, and this is a story about Clara and John. Clara is a 2-year-old in this picture, and John is right after college age. So Clara, a happy and thriving 2-year-old, after receiving a bone marrow transplant from her perfect match with John, so this is the picture, and Clara was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia at 4 months old. AML is a quickly progressive malignant disease in which there's too many blood-forming cells in the blood and bone marrow, and these blood-forming cells are not maturing fast enough, and they're not maturing at all, so there's too many of them, and it affects with the body's function, their normal function, and it leads to lots of sickness and eventually death. So John was a college athlete whose coach urged his own team to go and register for Be the Match because he had a personal connection to it. So one day the whole team the whole football team at this Division I school went and registered for Be the Match, and he did not know that he'd be helping Clara, but little did he know he did. So if you can't feed 100 people, then just feed one. So this is a quote from Mother Teresa, and I got it from celebrationsoflife.net. And I felt that this quote really described what Be the Match does, and often you don't think you can help at all, but your small amount of help can really make a difference. So how can you join? Well, if you're interested in becoming a member of Be The Match, you can either do so online or go to a local drive. And all you need to do at this drive or online is complete a registration form, a contact information, and sign agreement to join Be The Match registry. And how they'll check your match with someone else's is they will swab your cheek, or you can give them a blood sample, and they will test this and use it to match you with patients who are in need of a marrow transplant. The total cost to this organization is $100, and this covers the lab tests and the mail and all the stuff like that. But one thing you can do is at the end of the year, it's a tax deductible cost, and it will also help others. So this is just a summary of what I just said. So you'll swab, and then they'll search for a match, and 1 in 430 go on to donate. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but it makes a big difference. So Be The Match is also funded by donations made by their registered marrow donors. So it's not just a bone marrow transplant organization, but they also donate money to many families. So anyone thinks that they are too small to make a difference has never tried to fall asleep with a mosquito in the room. I thought that this was a cute quote that just really shows how such a small part of your life or part of someone's life can affect someone else's, in this case negatively, but we're hoping for positively, and this is just a good example. And I got this from Brainy Quote.